Hi there. So you want to play drums? Like my buddies Mike Roddy or Bruce Cole? Or you like to play guitar? Like Eric Clapton? Or do you want to play bass? Like me? Or you want to play ukulele? Like Tiny Tim or my buddy Phil? Or do you want to play violin? Like Stradivarius? Or how about harmonica? Like the Harmonicats? Or accordion? Like Florida Yard Dog Charlie? Or how about flute? Like Jethro Tull? Yeah, or rugboard. Even kazoo. Okay, well, let's get started. All right, we're on the journey. We're starting. First thing is, you have to have an instrument to learn it. Watching all the videos and stuff, you can't do anything until you pick up that instrument. Now, be it a guitar or accordion, harmonica, flute, piano, whatever. You have to first get the instrument. Right off the bat, my first guitar was an Alvarez. I bought it at Walker Music Store in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Paid $179 for it. And that was back in '63, November of '63, 1 week after I saw the Beatles in a news broadcast about them taking over Europe by storm. And it was filmed at the Cavern. I said, the next week I'm getting my guitar. And went at it from then. 179 bucks was a lot of money back then. When it comes to getting your instrument, don't buy cheap. Now you don't have to buy expensive. You don't have to and you don't ever have to buy expensive, but you don't have to spend all your money on the instrument until down the road when you want to, and you've got the money for it. But don't buy cheap, because cheap is not built well, and it'll be much harder to play. It'll get you frustrated. If it's a guitar, it won't stay in tune. You just won't be happy, and the whole experience will be bad. So spend a little money, but you don't have to go expensive. Where to buy your instruments from? You can go online. There are a ton of places where you can buy equipment online. Even Amazon sells it. And when I go online, I get from Musician's Friend. But you can't knock the brick and mortar stores. My first guitar, like I said, bought from Walker Music. Now I got a lot of my gear, both stage equipment and sound equipment, from Uncle Bob's in Milwaukee, or White House of Music in Waukesha, Wisconsin. And the reason I talk about the brick and mortar so much is because when you're starting off, you want to build a relationship. And who's at the music stores? Who's working there? Musicians. So if you get involved in the brick and mortar stores, you're getting involved in musicians, be it a man or a woman who'll be helping you. Some benefits there. They can steer you in the right direction. You can ask them questions, and you can get your answers right there and then. That's so important. And in a brick and mortar store, let's say you're picking up the guitar. And I'm talking guitar mostly because that's what I play. But this is with any instrument. You can feel it. It can call out your name. It feels good to you. That instrument has a good response to the keyboard, or if it's a piano, or to the fretboard when you're playing a guitar, or it feels good in your arms and such. A guitar that calls out to you and makes you feel good about it will also call out to you and say, hey, practice. You'll want to pick it up. You'll want to do that 10 minutes, 15 minutes a day. You'll look forward to it. And if you plan on 15 minutes a day, guess what? If you're enjoying the instrument, if it feels good to you, you'll be spending hour a day, not 15 minutes. So that's a benefit of the brick and mortar stores. It's got to feel to you. It's got to call your name, and you'll go, wow, okay, this feels nice. Okay. Where to learn. I just got back from giving a lesson, and I was talking with my pupil about, do you go online? YouTube's got a ton of, anything you want to learn, you can learn from YouTube and such. Piano, flute, violin. But he said, and it's just like in the brick and mortar stores, you can't ask a question. A question will come up in your mind while you're learning your instrument, and if it's online, you can't ask that question right there and then. Where if you're in front of a teacher, an instructor, there it is. They can answer it for you right there and then. And they'll play along with you while they're instructing you. So there's a benefit to that live person-to-person instruction. And, well, go back to the brick and mortar store. Most of those people working there are musicians, and most of them give lessons. And the music stores offer lessons too. So don't be afraid of the one-on-one. It doesn't have to be totally one-on-one. You can learn a ton off the internet. But again, your questions being answered right away, it's so important. The next video that I come out with next week, we'll talk about a couple of questions that really shut people down, like the big one, the big bear in the room. I can't read music. Okay, we'll address that. We'll also address music. Should I learn music theory? There you go. We'll address that and answer those questions for you. So look forward to next week. Hit subscribe down there so you get notified when that video is available. And send some comments down. If you have some questions, I'll respond to them. But thank you, and catch you all then.